Before I get into the review, I just want to give a special shout out to Wong Netklo. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. He's got an eBay store where I picked up this figure from. Saved me 20 bucks on it. He's not sponsoring me. He didn't give me this to me for free. I paid for it. I just want to give a special shout out to him because he sells third-party Transformers on his eBay page. I'll put a link in the description down below for that if you want to pick up a figure from him. So I just want to give him a special shout out. Thanks, Wong. Keep up the good work, man. So on with the review. What's going on, everybody? S.L.B coming at you with another video review. This time we're taking a look at, sorry, gotta get that out of the way. We're taking a look at Transformation Powertrain. This is their version on an IDW Masterpiece scale Motor Master. Let's get a quick look at the box here. Gorgeous artwork as always. You get the robot motor up there. You come down here to the bottom. You get the bottom of the legs. You get the vehicle mode there. Very nice artwork. Nothing on the side here. On the back of the packaging, you just have the Transformation logo there, plus some other things. The warning there. Bottom, top, schematic of their version of Menasor, which they're calling Havoc. And that's it for this part of the packaging. It is a slip cover. You just slip it right off. And we just has to have that nice textured box from Transformation. Nothing on this side, nothing on this side. On the top, we just have the Transformation logo in that nice silver right there. Same thing with the bottom, Transformation in silver right there. It's like a shoebox. It comes off. But enough of the packaging. Let's get Powertrain, out of the box and see what he looks like in hand. Well, here he is outside the packaging, and this guy is just amazing. Transformation knocked it out of the park with this guy. Let's get into the molded detail, the vehicle mode here. And then we'll get to his comparisons. So here he is. He's got some weight to him too, I should say. But coming up the back here, let's look at the front of the cab section here. This cab section looks awesome. I love the silver paint here and the flat black. It's not a glossy paint. It's a very flat color, so it looks kind of nice. Looks very nice, I should say. Like the molded detail here, the front here with the rivets. Looks very nice. I love this front grille section here too. The clear plastic on this is a nice dark purple, deep purple. Looks really good. You can't really see too much into it, but it looks very, very nice, I should say. Coming around to the side here, get some nice molded detail on the front section, cab section here. Get some more of that rivet detail here. This looks really nice. The wheels are very nicely done. I do like them. I do believe that the tires are rubber, which looks really nice. It's a stiff rubber, which comparing it to, you know, the other figures, it's a little bit stiffer, which looks really nice. Nice silver paint here for the gas tank and the exhaust pipes. Looks really nice. A little molded detail there on the exhaust pipes as well. And if you wanted panel lining, this is your figure. It's got a lot of panel lines here, but there's a lot going. Everything is like stored in the trailer section here, which, you know, understandable, very understandable. It looks very nice. A lot of nice molded detail in the back here as well for the locking mechanism here for the back doors, and down here with the lights and everything. Some nice colors here. And it's coming on this side, it's the exact same molded detail there. And I love this dark purple that just goes up there. This is just really nice and gorgeous. Really nice, really gorgeous. He rolls very well. And it's not like with the other Stunticons that if you get everything transformed just right, he might roll, he might not. This guy, no problem transforming to get the wheels where they need to be to get him to roll. Except for this back section here, but that's a different story for another day, and I just didn't have it down far enough, but oh well. He does roll very nicely. The cab section does not attach from the trailer, but you can turn it. You can get a 90-degree turn. Just the way I have it transformed, though, I've got the crotch piece for the combined mode there, sitting underneath the gun, where the gun stores right here. We'll get into that when we get into robot mode, but you're supposed to be able to put this all the way inside, and then when you do that, you can get a much more dynamic turn from this, but this is just the way I have it right now. But that's the way he looks, and that is Motormaster. But let's get into some comparisons now. Let's bring in the rest of the Transform Mission line here. Let's bring in their version of Breakdown right here. And let's bring in their version of Wild Rider. And now taking a bump back, being the second best in the line, here he is with their version of Drag Strip. Let's just bring the camera back so you can get how it looks. And it looks very nice indeed. I do like it. I do like the way they look. Let's bring this camera, point this camera down a little bit. There we go. Get a better picture of what they look like. I love the way this team is shaping up. I think this team looks great. I love the scale of them. They look awesome. They really do. They really, really do. I love the Masterpiece scale. Speaking of Masterpiece scale, we have got what he's being compared to coming up next. MP10 himself. So this is what he looks like next to MP10. And let's do it this way so you can get a front view. Here, I don't know how well you can see that. Let's bring the... Hang on, give me a second here, guys. But I think this guy scales really well with MP10. I think he looks great next to MP10. Now let's leave the camera as it is. But I think he looks great. I really think he looks very good next to MP10. I really do. But let's also bring in, so let's get them squared off like that. Let's bring in MP10's trailer here so you can get an idea of what MP10 looks like with his trailer compared to Motormaster here with his trailer. And give me 1 second so I can get a bird's eye view. Okay, I want to give you guys a bird's eye view of the way they look together, kind of looking down, so you can tell that, you know, powertrain here is shorter than MP10, and the trailer section itself is a little bit skinnier, but in my opinion, I still do like it. I like the way they look together. And this is just a bird's eye view. I mean, yes, there's more molded detail up here. I would have liked it if they added these rivets as well up here, but, you know, it's nice. I like it. I dig it. The size doesn't put me off at all. It's just nice. But let's bring the camera back down so we can get on with these comparisons, shall we? All right, moving along with the comparisons, let's bring in some other Masterpiece figures here. We got MP Wheeljack, official Takara MP Wheeljack, and official Takara MP Inferno. Looks very nice. Very nice indeed. I do like it. I do. I really do. But that's it for those two. And then one more comparison for you guys. Here he is with Combiner Wars Motormaster. Just give you a size difference of how he looks. And even going, let's just do the front section there with these two. So yeah, that is it for, you know, comparisons. I mean, I think he looks great. Oh, I added one more surprise comparison. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Hang on. Let's put him back here. I got one more comparison. It's not a Lego figure. It's not. I figured, you know, since he's in scale with MP10, let's see how he looks like with an accessory of MP10. So here he is with Spike. Man, I like that. I like that. I think that scales very well with human to, you know, vehicle mode. I think that looks really good. I really do. So that is it for the comparisons. Let's go into combine mode, and then we'll go into robot mode, and we'll do some more reviewing, shall we? So let's get into combine mode. All right, well, here he is in combined form, and right off the bat, I'm not going to go through the legs and the arms. Here are the bits that become the forearms, I should say, and the hands. Here's the bits that become the legs, and here's the bits that become the feet. It is parts forming. It does not matter to me. He still looks amazing, but I'll get into all those other things when I get into the full combine mode. But for right now, let's just focus on the torso and the upper thighs. But let's just dive right into this. He looks great in combined form. It looks like he jumped right out of the page. He's got great sculpt, great paint. Let's go over the sculpt first. The chest looks great. The face, let's go over the face, man. This face is just amazing. Just so gorgeous and very nice. And I like the fact that it's, if you look at it from the top, it's not too far forward, it's not too far back. I mean, it's in a nice spot to where you get it, you get the feel for it, if you will. I don't know what that means, but you get it. He looks great. He's got a very nice sculpt right here. He's got very nice paints in the crown section up here, as well as behind the face right here. And I did show you that it comes with an alternate face, the screaming face. Right here, it's just very easy to replace or switch out. You just flip his head back, slide this one up, take it, slide it in, and behold, bah, bah, I'm screaming at you. Bah. But face looks great too. I mean, either face looks simply gorgeous, in my opinion. I just like it. Unfortunately, there is nowhere to store the face, the extra face bit in vehicle or robot mode, so you're kind of left leaving him out and putting him in a drawer or something, but I think it looks great. Getting in on that chest, the paint is great. It's very clean. It's flat. It's not glossy, which makes it, in my opinion, look better. I like a flat color compared to a glossy color. I should say I prefer the flat to the glossy, I should say. But I love this gold in here, and this silver paint, this red paint looks very nice. Very nice. You got that paint motif all throughout here. And yes, he is got a little bit of a backpack, but this is the port to where the arms will store, and I think because the arms are a little forward, you've got this area here, and I think it evens out the weight. So he's not all hibbly-bibbly, jobbly-wobbly, whatever those words mean. I have no idea. Sorry, I didn't itch on my foot. But the backpack does clean up very nice, I think, in my opinion. I think this looks very good with having the robot mode arms tucked back here and this kind of compressing, not compressing it, but hiding it. So it looks very solid. I think it looks very good. Very nice, in my opinion. So let's put him off over here, and let's get to some comparisons. Here he is with the other third-party combiner that I have. Here he is with Iron Shell from TFC Toys Poseidon line, and I think this looks good together. Some people might think that TFC Toys Poseidon might be a little bigger, but that's just because this chest part's huge. He's got the combiner ports for the arms attached to him, whereas Havoc here doesn't, but where he's got kind of a smaller backpack, he's got a bigger backpack, and just the overall length of the chest is bigger, but I think they look great together. I think this isn't masterpiece scale, this is just a reimagining of the figure, but I think it fits the scale, in my opinion. But yeah, there he is with Iron Shell, and here he is with Combiner Wars Menosaur. I just got to hold him up here, so bear with me. There you go. And for one more comparison, let's bring in Spike from MP10. Just looks really funny. So yeah, that is it for the combine mode. Like I said, I'll go over all the other extra bits when we get to a full combine mode, but let's get him into robot mode and finish off this review, shall we? Well, just before we go into robot mode, I want to show this off. This is a quote-unquote base mode to kind of coincide with the ramp or base mode that the G1 toy had. The G1 toy just kind of had the rear section open where blackout can go in and out. The front section can either stay open or closed. So this is just kind of like a little throwback, almost base mode comparison to that. It's kind of interesting, not really necessary, but it's cool throwback. I mean, it adds to the playability of the thing. These turrets here turn, and there's little handles here, and I saw MGO do this, and I'm going to attempt to do this, but you take any of the figures here and you get them in a seated position. Let's take disorder here, and you can have them sitting here. You have to remove them or push those up, but you can get them seated here if you want. Holding that, you gotta get the legs underneath, but let's see if we can try this. kind of barely, but yeah, that's something you can do, I guess. I don't know. It's not, everything doesn't really peg in all that well together. It's not a solid connection. They do connect though, but it's just something you can do. But yeah, there's that. So, see what I mean? These things don't really peg in that well. I mean, there we go. All right, but there it is. There's the quote-unquote base mode. So let's get into the meat of the matter. Let's bring out Powertrain here and get him all settled up. All right, well, here is Powertrain in his robot mode, and he just looks like he jumped out of the IDW comic. We got a lot to go over, people. We got sculpting, we got articulation, accessories, and comparisons, and then final thoughts. So let's get right into it, shall we? Let's go over this sculpting. This face sculpt is Motormaster. Look at him. He looks, this face sculpt is amazing. I love the red eyes, painted really nicely with this nice light purple with this black helmet here. It looks really great. And I like the fact that it's not just a square. It's got a kind of like an angle to it, but it looks really good. That chest looks amazing as well. I love the paint sculpts, the paint details, the molding. You got some little pistons back here painted in silver, which looks really nice. You open this flap here. You got a faux matrix of leadership there, painted in gold with a nice red insert there with a silver background. Looks really good, really nice. Underneath the chest, or a little bit further back, you got some nice silver bits painted back here. Looks really good. Looks really good. The crotch looks nice. Nicely painted, nicely sculpted. The upper thighs look good. Nice molding. Nice detail. This section of right about the thigh here kind of irks me a little bit. Not to the point where I hate it, but it does look like he's a football player with some massive thigh pads in there. And the feet, you got some nice molded detail behind the clear plastic here. Looks really nice, and I like the cleanliness of the cap section here. How well that looks like a foot. I really do like it. So articulation wise, the head is on a dual swivel. Can look up about there. Can't look down all that much, and it can do a full 360. The shoulders can do a full 360 if you bring them out a little bit, because this kind of gets in the way. But they can also go out very far like that. You have a bicep swivel right there. You got a nice 90-degree bend at the elbow there. Very nice. You do have a swivel at the wrist. The thumb is on a ball joint, and the fingers are articulated like that, but they're all molded together, which doesn't bother me too much. The waist has a swivel right here. You can do a full 360. It's nice that nothing hinders it back there. It's very nice. You move the hip skirt up here. The front, you can go forward about that much with the legs. And you can't go back all that far with the legs just because of these wheels here. But if you move them away, you can get out very far there. It looks really nice. But just be careful if you're moving this piece here to go back, because there's this panel back here that helps keep the leg in this position for robot mode, because there's another position for combined mode. So just be wary of that if you're doing it. And again, you have to move this, but you can get, you can get 90-degree bend at the knee there. Just be careful when you move this out of the way. There's a panel here that keeps this there, and so on and so forth. But yeah, excuse me. I forgot to say you do have a bicep swivel as well. The foot are crazy articulated. You do have an ankle rocker right there. You do have a swivel there, and you can bend it down. But if you move this heel piece right here, you can get even more bang for your buck, if you will. So yeah, so that's it for articulation. He's very articulated for such a big, beefy character. He looks great. There we go. All right, let's see if I'm happy with the way he stands, because he's kind of all the weight is in this guy. So yeah, he looks good. So for accessories, he does come with his blaster right here, which looks really good. I would have liked a little bit more paint apps in this, but it is what it is. But my other gripe with this is that for the combined mode weapon, there's a nice stopping point right there. But when you go into robot mode, there is no stopping point for the handle. So just be wary of that. And he holds it very well. It's just that simple masterpiece peg and slot thing right there. And he holds it very well. And the arms are nice and tight to where it's not going to fall over. And then we come to his sword here, which I did it already, but I wanted to point this out that it splits at the bottom here. For combined mode, this is the combined mode handle. Then when you plug into the base mode, this is the way you do it. But when you use it for robot mode, you have to split it here. And one side is really easy to split. It's this other side here that's kind of a hindrance because there's not really a lot of clearance. You kind of have to really push it back past this part right here to get it there. So just be careful. And just flip these little bits up, and there you go. Motor Master can have the Sword of Omens if you want. And he holds it very well in his hand there. I'm not going to put it in there because it's kind of a pain, but it's not. It is very heavy. It's very top heavy, but his arms are nice and tight to where it's not going to flop over. Also, you can take the back wheels of the trailer and make a shield like this, and it's just, you gotta take his arm like this and kind of move this back. And the one thing is you have to put his hand like this, or no, like this, sorry, because he holds it like this, which to me, I don't know, that doesn't really, that's the way it's supposed to be. And I don't know, it looks okay, but the fact that he's got to keep his hand like that just kind of, I don't know. Would have been nicer if there was just a way to just peg it on or clip on over this arm, but it is what it is, people. It is what it is. But that's it for accessories. We're at the home stretch. Let's get into some comparisons here. Let's put him in the center here for now because we're going to bring the rest of the team out. We're going to bring in Transform Missions, Revolt, their version of Drag Strip. We're going to bring in Disorder here. And we're also going to bring in Carnage here. We're just going to show off how this team looks. And this team looks awesome. Just awesome. And we'll bring in some more Decepticons here. We'll bring in some other third-party stuff here. We'll bring in TFC Toys, Iron Shell, right here, their version of Snaptrap, and Warbatron right here, just to give you an idea of comparison. And he is a whole head taller than Iron Shell here. So there's that. And since he is Masterpiece scale, I've got some Masterpiece here. Here he is with a Masterpiece Seeker Thundercracker. And here he is with Soundwave. So yeah, there's that comparison. Ooh, there's a lot of comparisons I'm doing here. All for you people. And since we're on the Masterpiece aesthetic here, since he is supposed to be MP10 scale, here he is with MP10. And he is about the same height as Powertrain here, which is really nice. And for some more comparisons with Masterpiece, here he is with Inferno and Wheeljack. So there's that comparison for you. Comparison for you. Two more, I swear. Two more and we're done. Two more comparisons. And Combiner Wars Menosaur, or Motormaster, there you go. Yeah, just unbelievable. And for one last comparison, here he is with MP10 Spike. I don't even know if I can, here, let's get him sitting. He's kind of sitting up there. There you go. I don't know why that's so funny. That's just funny to me. So yeah, there he is. So final thoughts on this figure. He's great. Transformation did a great job on this guy. And every single figure has been an improvement. Their first one, Disorder, was good. Carnage felt like a step back because of just clearance issues. But then they came out with Revolt, their version of Dragstrip, and that guy just knocked it out of the park for me, in my opinion. And then we get to Motormaster here, and I think he knocks it out of the park even further for the size, for the articulation, the sculpting, the paint, robot mode, vehicle mode, combine mode. Everything is great. My nitpicks aside, this is a solid figure. I like him. I can't wait for the next one so I can finish it off so we can have a complete third-party masterpiece scale Menosaur. That being said, if you like this video, thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Above that, you will see where I put my Facebook, my Twitter, my Instagram, all that fun stuff. All that will be in the description down below. I do have a Patreon, but nobody really set up for that, so it's there if you want. If not, no big deal. This is S.L.B, and this has been my review of Transform Mission Powertrain, their version of IDW Motormaster, and this has been S.L.B, and my childhood hates me.